The book covers 10 years of work, starting in around, well, about 2004. And the way it started was that I was showing an early work of mine at Tate, Britain, which was called Long Film for 4 Projectors. And Tate had asked Graham Ellard and Stephen Johnstone, artists themselves, to interview me in public on that occasion. And we enjoyed our conversation so much that we began to meet quite regularly after that, and to sometimes turn on the tape recorder and record another conversation, particularly when I brought a new work with me or there was an exhibition or something like that. So, you know, I started making art again after a long pause, just, 2001, 2002. So essentially this covers the entire period since I started again, and therefore, of course, brings in many of the discoveries I made during with that new work, such as the vertical pieces. One of the things that's behind everything I do are my notebooks, and I have something like, the last 10 years, I have something like 50 notebooks. And they're crucial to me because I often use them as a kind of memory bank, and I go back and look at the early books and bring ideas forward into the present again, that kind of thing. And of course they're the thing that's hidden. They're not really shown. And what we decided with these conversations, what would be a terrific accompaniment to the conversations, which are all about process from an artist's point of view. We decided that whatever else is in the book, and there should be supporting photographs and images, we should have a selection of these notebooks. And so the spine of this book is facsimile reproductions of from these 50 notebooks. We chose, for our book launch, we chose Henry Moore Institute. This seemed an obvious choice since I was involved in an exhibition of theirs called The Event Sculpture, in which I had an early work from 1972 called Travelling Wave, which is a pure sound installation. And it seemed like a good context, and also because I think of myself, as being a sculptor as well as a filmmaker, and in fact, all my work seems to be somewhere between those 2 points, and so it seemed like a good place to as it were, launch this publication.